I stood beside you through the storm, held your chaos, kept you warm. You looked right through my fragile grace, like I was just an empty space. I wore a smile to hide the ache, took every fall you wouldn't take. You called it love, but now I see you never really saw me. You never really saw me, just the version you could use. I was the light you left in silence when it didn't fit your mood. I was real, I was bleeding while you kept on deceiving. I gave my soul, but honestly, you never really saw me. I changed my world to fit your frame, lost my voice inside your name. You praised me when it made you shine, then left me lonely every time. You said I mattered, made it sound true, but only when it worked for you. I was your ghost in daylight's plea. You never really saw me. You never really saw me, just the outline of your need. I was hope behind your ego, but you never tried to see. I was depth you couldn't handle, a fire you tried to strangle. Now I know, and now I'm free. You never really saw me, and one day you might look back, searching for what you used to lack. But I won't be there, not this time. You closed your eyes, I opened mine. Who never tried. Beside him every day, but he looks through her like a haze. She speaks in quiet, gentle tones, but her words just die alone. She's the echo in his night, the one he holds but out of sight. Unseen, unheard, still loving. She's fading, but she's not running. He doesn't know how deep it goes, how much of her he'll never know. She smiles while her heart is breaking. Loving him was never faking, though he's blind to what she's giving. Unseen, unheard, still loving. She hides her tears behind the door, writes his name, then asks no more. He's the center of her skies, but she's a shadow in his eyes. She gives him more and gets back less. Still she'll still love with open eyes. She's fire wrapped in fragile skin, but she'd do it all again, because love is more than safe and sane. It's heart first, always. Forgot the sound of my own name, whispered yours till I felt no shame. I faded just to let you shine, became the echo, never the line. I wore your dreams like they were dove in with open eyes into your world, into your lies. You felt like home, like sacred ground, but now I'm lost and and sinking down. I gave you all, no safety line. Now I'm drowning in what's not mine. It's too deep to breathe, too dark to see. I lost myself while loving you endlessly. You pulled me close, then let me fall. Now I can't find myself at all. This love was never meant to be. It's just too deep to breathe. You whispered dreams like lullabies, but left me haunted by your eyes. You promised oceans made of light, but turned your back and dimmed my skies. And I still reach where you once stood, still aching for a thing I should have understood. It's too deep to breathe, too wide to cross. I gave you all, now I count the loss. You held my soul just to let it bleed. This love was never what I need. I swam too far, no shore to see. It's just too deep to breathe. I thought love was meant to save, but I became the one to break. Every wave you wouldn't face, now I'm learning to escape. It's too deep to breathe, but I'll rise somehow. Though the current still pulls me down, I'll find the air you stole from me. Take back the heart I let you see. This love won't be the death of me, though it's too deep to breathe.
Hi.
She watched him leave 1,000 times, still met him with forgiving eyes. She stitched her heart with threads of gold, even when his touch turned cold. They said love should feel like light, but she stayed through endless night. She loved past the pain, through every storm, every flame. Held him close while she burned, prayed for love he never returned. She gave, though it drove her insane. Yes, she loved past the pain. He spoke in silence, sharp and deep. She cried in corners he'd never see. But every scar she wore with grace. But in her eyes love still remained, even when all it gave was pain. She loved past the pain, like roses growing through the chain. Fought for him through every tear, even when he wasn't near. Now she walks through her own rain, but still she loved past the pain. I gave you time I never had. Turn my silence into songs for you. Let you rest where I was breaking. Loved you loud while faking through. You never asked, but still I bled. You never knew the tears I shed. I gave more than meant to give, built a world you'd never live. Lost myself in trying to be everything you'd never see. You held my heart like it was spare, but I was fully always there. I gave and gave, forgot to live. I gave more than meant to give. You took the best and left me worn. Smiled while I weathered your storm. I let you dream inside my skin, even when it wore me thin. You called it love, but never stayed. I called it hope, and still I prayed. I gave more than meant to give, took your silence and forgave it. Carried blame that wasn't mine, let you cross every line. I kept on fighting to forgive, while you forgot how to believe. I gave till I forgot to live. I gave more than meant to give. Oh, I'm learning to reclaim every piece I gave your name. Love shouldn't feel like losing me, just to make someone else feel free. I gave more than meant to give, but now I'm done. I choose to live. No more bleeding for a ghost. No more loving me the most. I'll find a love that wants to stay, no one that slowly fades away. I gave too much, but now I forgive. the deepest side. No words, no touch, no alibi, just empty space behind his eyes. She begged for more than just a face, but he kept fading into space. She's drowning in his silence. No waves, just quiet violence. Every breath is hard to take when love feels like a slow heartbreak. was rising everywhere. What once was weak now stands so tall. She learned to rise each time she became the fire. No longer bound by lost desire. She's the spark, the storm, the flame, with no one left but her to name. She doesn't wait, she doesn't bend. This is her war, this is her end. Of being small to please a liar. She became the fire. She's not who they remember now. She forged herself, she made a vow. No more burning just to warm the ones who left her in the storm. She became the fire, a force of truth they can't retire. She lights the dark, she breaks the chain, dances fearless in the rain. They tried to hold her in the flame, but she rose higher with the pain. She's not the girl they left too tired. She became the fire. She used to smile without a mask, laughed like time would always last, believed in him with open hands, and never thought she'd lose her stand. But love can turn from light to shade, and even roses start to fade. It was the love that broke her, not the leaving, not the lies. It was the way he held her, then let go without goodbye. She gave too much, too fast, too deep, while he just loved her in his sleep. She's still standing, but not stronger from the love that broke her. He kissed her tears, then made her cry. Said forever, but meant goodbye. She built a home inside his name, but he just watched it burn in flame. Now every word she used to trust is buried in the ash and dust. Like love's a game you get to hide. You say I'm matter, but you lie. I'm never first, don't ask me why. I'm just another option. A name you say when she is gone. A touch you need when you feel alone, but never someone to call your own. I'm tired of being in between, of broken hopes and silent screams. You don't love me, you just don't wanna be alone. I'm just another option. more silence.